Hello, King or Queen. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching. This video is about journaling. What is journaling, the benefits of it, why I do it personally, and why maybe you should try journaling. So first off, what is journaling? Best way I could describe it is journaling is like what is it? It's basically you get a piece of, I don't know, like a notebook or something, and you write, and you just write. Now, what you write, that depends on like the different types of journaling you can do. It doesn't really matter what you do, just write. But then again, if you have like a specific intention, then you'll probably, do specific types of journaling. I'll explain a bit later, right? So first off, why would it be useful? Why would I do journaling? Why would I be writing? You're not writing a book, right? So basically, I describe it as like a tool for like self-reflection, for like growth, and it does have therapeutical like benefits. It's easier to control your emotions and whatnot, right? Like a way of venting, right? So why did I start journaling? I started about a month ago, I guess. I've always been on and off journaling. You can journal on your phone as well, like in your notes app. You don't have to do it on paper, but I started doing it on paper about a month ago, and I found it's kind of different on paper. It takes longer to write, but then the effect is different. I can't really describe it. You have to try it to experience it yourself. But you can start with your notes app, and it does help. So basically, it's kind of like you write down what you're feeling or what's going on in your life. It's a good way to organize your life, like organize your goals, right? Why did I start personally? I was in a hospital. I'm not gonna go into depth why. I might make a video on that later, but yeah, I was in the hospital for a few weeks, and I just needed, to get all of the emotions out, get all of the whole situation on paper, because it felt kind of chaotic, right, at first. And that's I didn't know what to do. I was all by myself. Well, I had like a roommate, but it was in the hospital with me. But he had his own problems, so I was kind of all by myself. But that's not a bad thing, right? Because I started, being my own best friend, writing to myself. Right? It might sound sad to some people, but it honestly isn't. At first, it was like the first few minutes, but then I started doing it, and I realized, okay, this actually has some help. Help me change who I am, change my thinking, and notice like what sort of things weren't useful for me anymore, like thought patterns and way of looking at the world. What wasn't useful for me? Because when you write things down, you can read it back, and it's not the same as having thoughts, because you can't have the thoughts back. Well, you can, but it's different when it's like physical, not in your head. Because then you read out, like you wrote some things, and then you read it, and it's like, what the hell? What's wrong with me? Why am I? This is stupid. I'm tripping over like nothing, right? Well, this is like a real problem, but now I have the solution, right? It might help you solve a problem. It might help you like sort of encourage you, right, to move forward. You might feel unmotivated, but if you just journal a little bit, why you're feeling unmotivated, you'll encourage yourself basically. This is like one big, I guess, pro of journaling. You don't need anyone else. You just need yourself, and you always have yourself with you. So it's kind of like a spiritual practice in a sense that you don't need other people. You don't need to rely on other people, right? You can vent to your friends, to your like family, or to your partner, whatever. But you can just vent on paper. And then you won't have those other people in your life absorbing that like negative energy. The paper's gonna absorb it. You can just, scrunch it up and throw it out, burn it, whatever. Or keep it, Maybe you wanna hold on to like those emotions. But sooner or later you're gonna throw them out anyway, right? So what are the techniques for journaling? How do you journal? So basically there's no sort of like rule that fits all. It's essentially just how you decide to journal is how it will be okay for you, however it works for you. For me personally, when I was in the hospital, that period of my life, I just wrote how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling like this because of this and this and this. That's it. And you just go on, and whatever pops in your head, whatever thoughts, you just write it out. Just write everything out. Just whatever, even if it's swear words, even if it's just like whatever, just write it out. Even if it's like bad things, just write everything out on paper, and then read it back. Maybe straight away. You can wait a little bit, go for a walk, then read it, meditate a little bit, then read it. Um, I don't mean like read it over and over, but you don't have to read it straight away as soon as you've written it. You can read it later, and then just look at it and just reflect back. Like, that's me. That's my thought pattern, and am I happy with that? Do I want to be like that? Do I not want to be like that? Really helps you change as a person and grow, because maybe you have like a victim mentality, and then when you write it down, you're feeling like, yeah, I'm such a victim. I'm getting abused, and life is unfair, and all those things, right? But then later you read it, and you're like, bruh, come on, man up, like, it really does help actually. Maybe not like a victim mentality, maybe other things, maybe like actually real problems. You read them, and once they're on paper, they don't seem like such big problems anymore. Or once they're on paper, you can start thinking of like solutions. Not thinking about the problem, but think about the solution to the problem, which is way more productive. I'm sure you already know that. Yeah, so just write what you're feeling. It's also, journaling is a great way to plan something. Maybe if you don't have a plan, like a specific plan of something, maybe like, for me personally, right, I didn't know like what I want my life to be. I got into like the topic of like manifesting, and was really interested in manifesting, but I'm like, what do I want to manifest? Like, honestly, I don't even know. And then I just started journaling and writing down what I wanted. And now I sort of have like just like a plan of what my life, well, to this day, what I want my life to look like, and what I want it to be like. And it is coming into reality, into the 3D. What I wrote down, like the things that they're going one by one, and they're coming into reality, and that's awesome, right? So, and all I needed to do was just write it down, right? It's really simple, right? Most things in life are simple; they're not complicated, unless we make them complicated. But that's our problem then. Yeah, yeah. Do it daily. Do it daily. If you don't have any like problems or like issues or whatever to write down, good. Write down the good things. That's sort of like write down the things you're happy for and you're grateful for. That's like another sort of form of journaling, gratitude journaling. I'll make a separate video on that, but that probably is already a separate video on that. Actually, if you're watching this later, then whatever. Yeah, so that's another form of journaling, just like writing down the good things that happen, and make sure you write down good things as well. Try to like, even if in like the worst situation, try to look at and find and write down something good in that situation, because you might be quick to see the negative, but you need to see the positive as well, and that will change your life, like, quite literally. Yeah, that's how you journal. Then from my personal experience again, it's really helped me, like, basically, and it could help you too, it could help anyone, honestly. If your life is chaotic, if you're in like a chaotic season or period of your life where like there's a lot of things going on, and you're kind of distracted, and not just like in a social media sense of distracted where you're looking at like social media or whatever, or I mean, like, like, basically, like, the world is chaos in this day and age, right? It's the information age. There's so much of everything everywhere. Just, it's so much, right? It's overwhelming. So journaling could help you. Not only could help you, it will help you. Helped me sort of just put like a full stop in between sentences, right? That's the best way to describe it. Like, organize things, organize your life, making the whole your chaotic life, if it's chaotic, make it organized on paper, right? You write everything down. If it was a long day, right? Either yesterday or today, right? If you're journaling in the evening, you write everything down, and you see that, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. And it helps you sort of process and kind of like rest and, I guess, digest what happened, right? Maybe like some traumatic event or semi-traumatic event, something that like bothers you. You journal that down, and it doesn't bother you as much. Like honestly, there's so many uses for journaling. It's like, why are not more people doing it, right? Probably because a lot of people are, busy with other things, right? I don't have the time, or I don't feel like doing it. But honestly, try it, right? This is my call to action to you, king or queen. Try journaling. You can do it in the morning when you wake up, like journal what you want to do today, or how you're feeling about today or yesterday. You can journal like in the middle of the day, just like calm down, having lunch, just journaling, and think like, what do I want? What happened? What have I done today? Nice. What do I still have to do today? Or what bothered me? And then before bed, you can do all three. You can do one of them. Just do whatever feels best for you. At the end of the day before bed, it's kind of like a reflective practice. In the morning, it's more like a planning type of journaling. But try both. Try journaling every day consistently for a week, and you'll see the results. You'll see like your life has become more organized, right? If you have any comments, like questions, leave it in the comments. If you want me to make more videos about this, comments, leave a like, it helps with the algorithm. And thank you for watching, and take care.